very good day to our listeners. Hope you all had a fantastic evening. In terms of today's video, I really want to focus on the euro currency, which is trading quite sharply high ahead of the US Open, and also the movements that we've seen with continual focus in the short end of the European curve in the fixed income markets. Starting off with euro dollar, we are trading now above the 135 handle. That's the level which we've not crossed since around December 2011. That was after large barriers had been taken out of that level, contributing to a pop higher in the currency pair. Also, in the cross in euro sterling, that's said to have been underpinned today, in particular as we come in toward the end of this month from that month-end demand, which we do usually see on a month-by-month basis. As such, euro is seen quite sharply higher into the North American session. Another focus point which has also assisted the euro but has really seen a steepening in the curve in the fixed income markets has been that of the latest 3-month LTRO from the ECB. Now, to put this in a bit of context, we've seen a lot of focus and volatility in the EURIBOR strip, which has come after that announcement we saw last Friday where banks said that they will repay in 3-year loans to the ECB around 137 billion. Now, many participants were a little bit apprehensive of the large withdrawal of liquidity, and they wanted to see whether or not banks were just simply coming out of that 3-year maturity and rolling it into the 7-day operation which we saw yesterday and today's 3 months. With the results now out, we can get a bit more of a clearer picture, and it seems as though banks have truly given back some of the money that they had lent and have not rolled. This has been evident in the fact that the 7-day MRO yesterday came in lower than expected, 124.1 billion, and today's 3-month pickup allotment size from the ECB was only 4 billion. That was below the expected 10 billion. As such then, we have seen further steepening in the curve. EURIBOR seen down around 2 to 5 ticks, but keep an eye there, could trade heavy into the North American hours, and it has assisted gains in the euro and also given the banks a slight lift here in Europe. One of the other things we've just seen as well hit the wires just before I shot this video was that of E.ON, the utility stock in Germany. One of the biggest DAX components. They've come out in an analyst meeting and they said that they will beat expectations in terms of their earnings, and they've maintained their dividend. There was some fears that that could be cut. Their shares have shot higher around 2.5% on the back of those comments. RWE also trading high in sympathy with that news. Elsewhere, a quick recap from the UK. We did have the mortgage approvals come out, and they came out much better than expected, and a higher number in net consumer credit. But elsewhere, much of the focus now turns to the US session. We'll get ADP at around 1:15 London time. That comes ahead of non-farm payrolls this Friday, so we'll be watching closely on the latest jobs numbers. We'll also get the first reading of Q4 advanced GDP from the US, which is expected to come in at 1.1% today. And then further after that, we'll then see the FOMC interest rate decision, and we'll conclude the US Treasury's issuance for the week with the 7-year note later. That's for $29 billion. That though concludes the opening wrap from me here in London, so I wish you all a great trading day.